Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play The Legend of Grimrock. When last we left off, we've managed to get Heather up to heavy armor proficiency, and now we're exploring into level 7, the Ancient Chambers, where I imagine... Oh, hello, how are you? Are you going to send fire our way? No, apparently you're going to launch fire right at us. Or you're just going to stand there. I don't mind if you just stand there. That makes things much easier for me. Hello! There appear to be more of you! And I think one of the arrows went this way. Going this way might be a terrible idea, because that means that we are pretty much trapped here. Hello, please don't kill us! There we go! Brilliant! There's an enemy over there as well. Hello! How are you? You appear to be annoyed that you can't attack me through here, even though you should be able to attack me through here. I'll just go over here and you might be able to get the chance to navigate your way over to my direction. Any way you can do that? No? What does this do? This makes it a little bit, okay. Alright, so if I do that... That opens this. Might have been a mistake. That might have been a mistake, mainly because that means you can then, decide to attack us, but I think we can quite capably deal with you on account of the fact that I really should have tried to avoid that, shouldn't I? I think I should have. Also, let's oh, accidentally made a mistake there. We need to try that again. There we go. Much better. And much better. That's probably opened up something else. Let's see what... Ah, that shut the pit. Which I'm not actually sure if I wanted it to do. Let's find out. Did I want it to do that? There's only one way to find out, and that is to do this again, which actually does that. So we can keep the pit open, so I can throw myself down it, once we've done a little bit of resting. There might be something useful down there. Then again, there might be absolutely nothing. But I think we've accidentally solved the puzzle, so let's fail to solve it again. There we go. Much better. Down we go! And was there anything worth it down here at all? The answer is no. No, there was not. We have already been there. But hey, it was worth checking, just in case. Alright, let's solve this properly, and then we'll go and move on, shall we? Excellent. Now we can go through and further. And we're most certainly going to rest properly now, because we need all of that... Ah! They keep all the machinery and mechanisms working in the dungeon. All but one that sits in the tunnels below. It needs to be repaired so we can leave this place. Only a little bit further. And we've had yet another vision, or dream, or trance dream, or whatever it is, it's a message within a dream. I'm starting to wonder if this voice in our dreams is friendly. It may not be. There is nothing to presume that it is. Well, it wants to get out of here, and if it's being truthful, then it knows the way. That is a big if. I know it's a big if, but it's worth making sure that, we keep this voice on side. Well, I can't disagree with that for now. We have no idea how to get out of here. We don't, that's true. Let's move on, shall we? And fire a lightning bolt here. Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Or a shuriken. Lightning bolts are pretty good. They're very good. There we go. And that's a barrel. Nothing in the barrels. Is there some... There's definitely something in here. I can hear it. And that was a trap. That was indeed a trap. And that opens this one. Hello? What's in here? There appears to be something in there that we're going to have to deal with. Let's have a look and see what else... Well, there are more slimes over there. Let's try and... that does that. There we go. Much better. And I'm gonna regret opening this up, aren't I? Yep, I'm gonna regret opening this... Oh, I'm gonna regret opening this up. This is a bad idea. There are lots of enemies in here, and I do not like lots of enemies. I like them just as much as I like doom and death. And guess what? I'm not a big fan of doom and death. Also, two of our bolts appear to be stuck in that one there, I think. Hello, would you like a lightning bolt? It's quite good against fire, apparently. And there's another one. Hello. What are you guarding by any chance? You're probably guarding treasure, or failing that, you're guarding something very disappointing. Like not treasure. We really need you to hit this so that you can both get experience. Well, there we go, that's not so bad, I suppose. What was in here that was worth searching for? A note. There have been people in these hallways before me, but when I went through this place here, it seemed like I was the first one to open all the doors and press all the buttons. There have to be some people who oversee the dungeon. Maybe there is. Maybe there is. And what is in here that is, worth looking for? Well, that just opened up this, and that's not fantastic. At all. Did it open anything else? Anything? Here's a scroll of invisibility. I suppose that's something. That is a spell that we can actually cast, but, was there anything else in here? Ooh, a shaman staff! Now that is really good. Much better than the Orb of Radiance. That is, quite good. Poison Bolt and Poison Cloud deal more damage. It is very heavy, though, but it's worth it. Also... that sheds light. That will explain why we've been able to see around here, because that sheds light. Fair enough, we'll just cast light now, but the additional 5 bonus energy is quite nice. Also, the spellcraft needed is 7, which is really handy that we put 2 more points into spellcraft right there. Very handy indeed. Let's move on, shall we, and see what else we can find. Like this that I really want to use. Aha! And there is a fire torque, which I imagine 50 fire resist. Not bad. We'll equip that. And hello, Mr. Slime. How are you? Are you trying to be sneaky? Don't try and be sneaky, Mr. Slime. It's not going to do you any favors. But you're still going to try anyway. Have a lightning bolt. Have doom and death. And unfortunately that's a spell we can't cast. I wish we could cast the spell doom and death, but it doesn't appear to exist. At least not in this game anyway. I'm starting to get a little concerned that we may indeed be heading into new territory. It's as new as any territory we've currently been to, I suppose. This Turum person appears to have been here before us, but how far did this Turum person get? Maybe that was the last note. There's only one way to find out and to head further in, I suppose. Grab these just in case. I most certainly need them. I'm very glad that they haven't broken. I mean, they really should have by now. Let's see what we can do here concerning these enemies. I think somewhere around here is going to be a very nice secret. If memory serves, there is a whole set of Valor armor, and we need to grab as much of it as we possibly can. Also, here is a puzzle. I imagine that teleporter is going to take us over here. But for now, let's do the thing that we should obviously do, and throw ourselves down a pit. Oh dear. Well, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. These are really going to kill us if we're not careful. And they didn't kill us. I'm very glad they didn't kill us. Those look like the Valor boots. But I think we should rest before we even think about taking them. Because they are most certainly going to probably open up the way towards those spiders. We don't want to fight those spiders right now. But we're going to need to if we want to use those boots, and I think those boots are pretty good. Those boots are probably very good indeed. Also, we probably want to switch out these bolts here. Let's just take them and equip them very quickly and put them on the ground. Did anything happen by doing that? No, nothing seemed to happen. But it doesn't seem like we can get out of here. Let's see what they do. Wow, just protection of 15, that's still really, really good, as opposed to, say, these, which are actually only slightly lighter, but confer so much less protection. Protection 47. Not bad. What does this do? It opens the way to all of these enemies. oh goody! There was no oh goody here. That's really, really bad. We want to defeat this enemy really quickly. And make sure that we defeat this one just as fast. There are going to be a lot of enemies here, I think. Yep. Fortunately, we are quite good at defeating them now. Anything else? We want those back. We also want to find the other ones. Where did they go? Oh yes, they're the two ones there. I think if we just make a run for it down here, we won't need to... There we go! We only got hit by one of them. That's not so bad, and here is some food. We really don't want that food. We really want, however, to defeat this enemy. Before we... Okay, you're welcome to go over there. That does make my job a little easier. Hello? Would you like lightning? I don't think you would like lightning. You didn't like lightning, and so you perished. We have another piece of the armor of Valor. I think there are two more pieces, and they're a really good set of equipment. We are most certainly becoming a formidable force. Also, why did I go on that? I have no idea why I went on that. There's really no reason to go on that, but there is a reason potentially to go over here. Just in case, and there is not anything else here. That armor does look very old. It's a very legendary suit of armor. Also, I think we might have destroyed an enemy just by walking out of a teleporter. Magic is indeed a peculiar thing. A very peculiar thing. And indeed, we are now over here. We are now over here, and very, very heavily equipped. Let's see what we can find over here, shall we? Anything? Maybe not. Maybe not. Ah, there is most certainly a puzzle here. There is a puzzle here. There are enemies over here, too. There is a... Oh, this is going to be tricky. This is going to be very tricky. How are we going to solve that? I have no idea. But for now, we have a switch puzzle that we need to deal with. It's not a particularly difficult one. It's one of the ones where you need to sort of experiment and figure out the solution. The solution is quite simple. You have to have this down, and I think that, is that right? I don't remember if that's right. I don't think that's right. I say it's simple, and then I get it completely wrong. How do we solve this? Like that. That. No? Maybe there's an ordering to it. Okay. That. That. Ah! There we go! I sort of knew where I was going with it. Here is the Assassin's Dagger. If you were using daggers here, that would be a really good dagger to use. Well, it's just a really good weapon. But we're not using daggers, but we'll definitely hold on to it. And we'll drop, say... What do we want to drop? We don't want to drop much, actually. We could drop some food. We could eat some food. That'll certainly help, because we need more food. There we go. Then again, we do have a lot of food. Or do we? No, we do have quite a lot of food. But we do want to hold on to as much food as we can, and really I shouldn't have left all that food earlier. But hey, there's a pit that we can throw ourselves down here, and we can just try that. Why not? What's the worst that's down here? Ah, that's the worst that could be down here. An ogre! We most certainly want to deal with this ogre as quickly as we can. Hello, would you like to try and charge at me? You would! That wasn't smart of you at all. Would you like to try and charge again? I think you would. But we need to be very careful about trying to deal with you. There we are. You're still alive, though. That's not very surprising. Have a lightning bolt! And there we go. We'll get rid of that there. We don't need that. What else is in here that's quite good? There's some food. There's some of that. And there's also a single crossbow bolt. Now we have an odd number of crossbow bolts, which is not fantastic. Alright, what else do we... There are stairs up there that we're certainly going... Oh, hello, Mr. Spider. How are you? Where did you come from? No, don't tell me. I really don't want to know where you came from. All I want to know is that you're now dead. You came from this way. Ooh, a heavy shield. If we needed one of those, that would be quite useful. We don't need one of those, though. We already have a pretty decent shield here. So we're just going to leave and head up here and try and figure out the solution to... Oh, everything's going dark, and we're no longer going to be eaten by a grue, because we've turned the lights on. Alright, let's figure out the solution to this puzzle, shall we? There's nothing there. Ah, if we block that, like that, we can continually try and figure out the solution. Ah, there's a switch there. Isn't there? And we're gonna fall. Yep, we're gonna fall. And we're gonna get hit by fire on the way down, apparently. That's not good. I think there might be one of those fire enemies over there. But we have figured out now how to open this door, and that's quite handy. Oh, hello! That's where all the enemies came from. They must have all come out of hidden alcoves when we figured out the solution to that puzzle. Would you like to come down here? I'd really appreciate it if you came down here. It will make fighting you that much simpler. It will make fighting you so much simpler. Would you like to come over here? Yes, you would, and now you are dead. A shame for you. There is another one of these here. You will eventually come this way, and when you do, I will fight you. With sword and fist. Also, Malgrav punching that must really hurt. Alright, more sword skill here, so now we get Flurry of Slashes, which is a deadly chain of attacks that shreds enemies to pieces. We're getting very close to the Sword Master ability, which is the pinnacle ability of sword, doubles the attack speed of swords. Alright, is there anything else in there? No, there does not appear to be. Let's quickly go here. There we go. And just quickly go through here. Aha! We have solved that puzzle. And now we must go over here. Into this area. Into this area that has a teleporter. And not much else right now. We could just throw ourselves down a pit, but that's really not gonna help us, because pretty sure that that area has a linking up point that we can't really solve. I don't know if throwing something in there is going to make much of a difference. There's only one way to find out, though. It's time for some experimentation, I think. Experimentation? Well, there's a teleporter over there, and there has to be a way across, so what if I were to throw a rock in there? I think we just lost a rock. Well, yeah, I think we just lost a rock. Well, hopefully we didn't need that. I hope we didn't. I hope we didn't. Let's move on, shall we, and see what else there is to find. Like, for instance, down here. Anything down here at all? There's this room that appears to have nothing in it of any importance. Oh! Hello, it's another one of you! I did not want to meet another one of you. Fortunately, you're moderately easy to defeat, especially when we know you're here. Ah! And fire! Fire's not good! Fortunately, the fire manages to hit that enemy too. Where did you come from? That's a really good question. I really want to know where you came from. You came from somewhere. You came from somewhere, and I don't know where that is. Fortunately, you're not very good at pathfinding towards me, and I'm taking advantage of that. Hello, you are dead now, and that was 100 points of damage just there. You are dead now. I'll have those crossbow bolts back, and here is a flail. If we were using maces, this would be a really good weapon. But we're not using maces, so it's not a very good weapon whatsoever. Not a very good weapon whatsoever. Right, what we want to do is we want to find access to a switch. I think there's one somewhere. Aha! There we go. And there is a hidden area. It is quite a hidden area. A very hidden area. And it has shut behind us, but we can open the way back whenever we like. What is down here? Here is a level 8 area. The vault. The vault is, I think, a massive puzzle that leads to something quite nice. We most certainly want to explore here as much as we can. Also, here are some enemies that I'm not happy to see here. Like this ogre in an enclosed space. We also need to make sure that we are not pinned in here by the fire elemental creature. Oh, this is not going to be easy at all. Would you like to come this way? I hope you'd like to come this way, because that way we can... Nope, you might not want to come this way. Unfortunately, we need to sort of deal with you. This is quite an interesting location. It has a lot of really nice stuff in it. That was silly, firing at the wall there. But we'll be alright. And there was the flurry of slashes there helping us out. Oh, careful. Very careful. You going this way? You are. Have a lightning bolt. And that's all of our crossbow bolts back. We need to be very careful here. Lightning conduit. Lightning conduit. That is going to be a interesting location. They're all interesting locations, but we most certainly want to explore here very, very carefully. Very carefully. And when we come back, folks, we are gonna have to figure out what we're doing here. Which, basically is us trying to find an item within the vault. A very important item within the vault, but an item nonetheless. Are we sure this is a good idea? This is the vault! Well, at least I think it's the vault. How do you know this is the vault? Have you seen this many traps anywhere? Anywhere in this place? There are so many traps here, but it is absolutely ridiculous. Well, I suppose that's true. There must be something valuable in here. It was hidden away from sight with one of those buttons. Those buttons that tend to lead to exceptionally difficult challenges that nearly kill us. Okay, if you ignore the fact that they nearly kill us, valuable treasure is guarded by valuable guardians. That is true. But I suppose it does not hurt to check. We've seen no notes, so maybe Turum did not manage to get here. If Turum didn't get here, then all the treasure is ours to get. At least if we survive. That is a big if. Well, what's the worst that could happen? We could die. Apart from that, we could die. You're all spoil sports. I say we press on. And we'll press on next time. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.